In this video, you are going to see GCD, that means greatest common divisor. Welcome all, this is Raj Kumar. GCD means greatest common number that divides both of the numbers exactly. That means if we divide the number means that remainder should be 0. So the number divides commonly 3 and 6 or 1 then 3. Here the divisor of 3 or 1. Then if we go to 2, 2 does not divides 3. Then if we check 3, 3 divides 3. So from 6, the number which divides 6 are 1, then 2, then 3, and after that 4 does not divide 6 and 5 does not divide 6, then 6 divides 6. So the number which commonly divides both of the numbers are 1, then 3. From 1 and 3, 3 is the greatest common divisor that divides both the number 3 and as well as 6. So the GCD of 3 and 6 is 3. Now pause the video and think of the logic for GCD. Okay. Here I would take the smallest number and I will check the divisor of the smallest number would also divides the greatest number. Then and I would check from the reverse order. That means I would check from 3, the number 3 which divides 3 and 6. If the first one that divides 3 and 6 commonly means, so that is the GCD. And after that I would check, suppose 3 does not divides 3 means and 6 also, then I would take 2, and after that I would check 2 divides 3 and 6, and after that suppose 2 does not divides means I would take 1 and I will check 1 divides 3 and 6. So from the I would take smallest number and I will check from the smallest number divisor with the greatest number 3, 2, 1, likewise I would check. So let me see in this code. I will create a function, the name of GCD, and after that we would get input as two number n1 and n2. Then I would take the smallest number as GCD. So I would take n2 equal to GCD equal to n2. And after that, suppose if n1 is less than n2 means, and I will assign that n1 as GCD. Then I will go to loop up to my condition is true. So inside the loop I would write a condition as n1 modulo GCD exactly 0 and n2 modulus GCD exactly 0 means return GCD. Here modulo means that should give an remainder of that number. Suppose for example here let me fully write the code and I will explain. And after that, if the condition is false means I will go to the else part and decrease the count, and afterwards the loop will run up to it true. Once the condition is satisfied means that will return as GCD. Here I will call a function inside the print statement GCD and I will give 3 and 6. What is the GCD of 3 and 6? Now only we see that is the GCD of 3 and 6 is 3 only, the 3 number only which divides commonly 3 and 6. So let me see, let me run and see in the code. If I run means, here the common number which divides 3 and 6 are 3. So how the code run means, it will take the input as 3 and 6, and after that it will take GCD as n2. Here it will take GCD as n2, and after that it will check the condition. Suppose n1 is less than n2 means it will take GCD as, here the condition is true, so now the GCD is 3, and I will check the GCD number which divides both the number n1 and n2. Here I will the n1 is 3 and n2 is 6, and after that I would check the GCD number which divides n1 as well as n2. Here n1 modulo, here 3 modulo 3 is 0. 3 modulo 3 is 0, and 3 divides 3 means that obviously the remainder is 0, and after that n2 6 modulo 3, obviously the remainder is 0 only. So the condition is true. Now the GCD will be 3. So I am checking that I am taking the smallest number as GCD and I am checking in the reverse order 3. So I would check that 3, I would take the 3 and check it with the number is divide 3 and as well as the number which divides 6 also. Exactly the condition is true. So the GCD should be 3 only. Suppose the number 3 does not divide 3 means, then it will go to the else spot here. It will go to the else spot and it will do a decrement by 1, and after that it will take 2 and check it whether whether this 2 number divides 3 and after that 6. Suppose it divides both the number means that would be the GCD of the 2 number. So suppose if I take if I give 5 and 10 means the GCD would be 5 only. See here, if I run this code means the GCD would be 5 only. Here the number which divides 5 are 1 and 5. The number which divides 10 are 1, 2, 5, 10. The number commonly which divides both the number are 1 and 5. From 1 and 5, the greatest number is 5 which divides commonly. 5 divides 5 and 5 divides 10 also. So the GCD is 5. In the code I take this number as the smallest number as GCD and I will check it with this number 5 with whether this number which divides 5 and after that this number which divides 10. Obviously the condition is true, the number which divides 5 and as well as 10. So that should be the GCD. Why? Because this is the first number that divides both the number. So that should be the GCD of the both the number. So the GCD is greatest common divisor. Greatest common divisor means the number should divides both of the number exactly. The remainder should be 0. And after that, if I give 7 and 8, 7 and 8 means what would be the GCD? Yeah, the GCD would be 1. So the number which divides 7 and 8 commonly is 1 only. So that should be the greatest common divisor. Why? Because it will check, it will take 7 as GCD and check that 7 and 8 which divides both the number, and after that it would check 6, and after that it would take 5. This condition is false only. Why? Because the number which divides 7 that does not divides 8, so it will go to the another 5, 4, 3, 2. Likewise it will go to up to 1. So the 1 only which divides both the number and the condition is true. So now the GCD of 7 and 8 is 1. So that's all about GCD. If you like the video means you can share it and subscribe to our channel. And after that, if you have any doubt in this video means you can comment also. Thank you.